What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the grand finale episode of our Jak and Daxter the Precursor Legacy series. And in today's video, I want to start off by showing you that I found the hidden power cells within Mountain Pass as well as Volcanic Crater. So they're actually very easy to find. If there's some secret videos on YouTube, if you guys want to go check those out. I'm not going to put that in the video though, I just wanted to show you that I completed those off camera. Anyways guys, enjoy the cutscene.
I should be able to supply the heat shield with enough power to stand up to this lava. But the shield still has a limit. It will now withstand temperatures up to 800 degrees, but no more. So keep an eye on your gauge. I don't want to think about what those temperatures would do to your zoomer if the shield gives out.
Yeah, the heat.
What? The zoomer?
Hey, what about us? Don't you think we could look for a safer route to Gol Citadel?
Look, I've released more cooling balloons into the tube, so you can use them to keep the temperature down. And don't forget to activate the teleport gate in Yellow Sage's lab. We're counting on you.
Alrighty everyone, so after that cutscene, now we're going to start off in the lava tube, and we're going to, just like all the previous levels, Mountain Pass, we're going to use the zoomer, and I will be cutting throughout this episode, so whenever I die or make any mistakes, I will cut up the episode, just to save a little bit of time, because this recording session was probably over an hour, and I know you guys don't want to sit there and watch me restart certain parts, so... Anyways, the lava tube is pretty simple, I would say. This has the highest probability of your zoomer overheating, so you want to make sure that you hit these blue balloons to try to cool it off as much as possible. And you'll notice there are certain hot spots throughout the lava tube that are just completely exposed, so that's another thing you have to take into consideration. And I will be collecting all of the scout flies, and I do actually get the platinum trophy on this game once I completed it. So that's really awesome. By the way guys, this is a post-commentary episode, as you could tell. Alright, and now we got all the precursor orbs within the lava tube. There was only 50, so definitely one of the easier levels. And as you can see in this little room, you have to shoot down all of those balloons, the hot balloons in the center. It kind of shuts down that generator and opens the door so you're able to go into the next part. There we go. And I will say, once you get to certain parts of the level, like getting past that section, there is a checkpoint, so that's a good thing. You don't have to redo the whole thing if you fail, because I did fail several times throughout this gameplay. Alright, now let's make our way up here. And this is super easy. You just have to make sure that you don't turn too sharp on these corners. And it just reminds me of Crash Team Racing, if you guys ever played that for the PlayStation 1. Or even the new one that was released on the PS4, I believe. That, I started a series of that game and actually deleted it. Because I really never got around to playing it that much. And that was one of the trickier jumps there. I should have had some more momentum going up, but that's okay. Alright. Now let's go and get these balloons, try to cool off the zoomer. And overall this section's very simple. I would say the ending of this game is really great. It's a nice challenge compared to the other levels. Okay, so we got the power cell. That's perfect. Nice. And once we get through this, I think we have this as the final stage. Perfect, look at that. We got the final power cell, and now we can open the gate. So we can let in Kira as well as the green sage. But something is going a little bit crazy here, so we're gonna have to take a look at this next cutscene. Alright, let's go and turn on this portal. Yep, we got 50 out of 50. Perfect. Enjoy the cutscene, guys.
Where's old short, green, and wrinkly?
This is terrible. Father is missing. I think Gol and Maia may have kidnapped him as well.
Relax, sweetheart. I got everything under control.
Under control? Lurker armies continue to grow across the land. The sages have been kidnapped. Gol and Maia have gathered enough eco to complete their terrible plan. And to stop them, you're going to have to fight your way through their citadel.
Yeah. That about sums it up.
You've got to rescue my father before it's too late.
Alright, so we got that completed. Let me go take a quick drink of water for the next section. Okay guys, now I'm ready. So now we have to go through this door. We're at Gol and Maia's Citadel. And this section of the game is really interesting. It has a lot of moving parts. It's just super amazing. Here's that giant precursor structure I was telling you about before. The precursor transformer.
There's no time for jokes, Daxter. Gol and Maia kidnapped us to sap our energies to power their abominable machine. It appears they have combined the functional remains of a precursor robot with scavenged artifacts from across the land. Then they added a few diabolical additions of their own, creating the one thing capable of opening the Dark Eco silos. If you can free the four of us, we can use our combined powers to break the force shield surrounding the robot before they use it to destroy the world.
Okay, so now, as you can see guys, Gol and Maia have captured the green sage, as well as all of the other sages, the blue sage, red sage, and orange yellow sage, I guess. So, yeah, so now guys, we're going to have to basically free all of them and go through these various challenges. And this is another reason why these gameplay mechanics here are just traditional Naughty Dog fashion, which is why I love the Jak and Daxter trilogy. It's a great platforming action-adventure game. And once we get to Jak 2, it definitely makes use of some weapons, as well as just a variety of different gameplay mechanics. And you'll notice once we get to Jak 2, also known as Jak 2 Renegade in the United Kingdom and other countries, the precursor orbs are like rare artifacts. So it's a weird transition. They were so abundant in this world, but in Jak 2 they're not. It's kind of hard to find them. Alright, so here we go. We got this bridge going now. And this is probably one of the trickier sections. You really have to make sure you're keeping an eye out here. So, as you can see, there's another character in the cage, one of the sages that we're going to have to free. I think there's like 3 or 4 different sections, and then once we make it to the top, there's a bunch of pivoting platforms that are rotating around. It could be really difficult, and if you fall, you will completely die, so just be very careful. Okay, so now I'm going to make several cuts in the video, because I mess up this pattern several times. I have no clue what I was doing here, but I just wanted to get as many of these orbs as possible. So here's my second attempt at the Bridge of Doom. This bridge is definitely infamous for sure. Okay, so now I'm trying to scope out my pattern. It's best to just, I would say, scope out your pattern first. There we go, I got that orb. I'm actually going to cut over to the next section of the level, because I ended up just saying screw it, and I'm going to just go over here. But this section is pretty simple. All you have to do is hold R1 and then press X once the timing is perfect. And then you could easily do a barrel roll over here, or you could just double jump and spin. Whatever you guys prefer. I've always been more of a double jump person. I don't know why. Okay, so in this section there's another Bridge of Doom, I would say. And you'll notice this is time sensitive, so if you mess up, this entire bridge will collapse within, I think, 10 to 15 seconds. So just keep an eye on that. Alright, so as you can see here, it's going to collapse. See? That's one thing I wanted to just point out to you guys if you never played this game before. That's a little pro tip. Although I'm not really a pro at this game. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so we died again, but we're gonna restart through the power of video editing and stuff. Alright, let's go here. Although that previous checkpoint was right at that location, so it really made it easy. Okay, so now we have these jumping creatures. If you remember from that one previous level, Snowy Mountain, the one that I didn't have any commentary on, which is, it's really a bummer because that's my favorite level. and I really had some great commentary, but unfortunately it cut out in my recording session. Okay, so now we're going to take out these bunnies. Perfect. And these guys are pretty deadly, so I recommend either going back to this supercharged eco and just shooting more fireballs at them. And as you can see, I did try to press triangle and go into the sniper mode, but it really doesn't help you. It's actually a slower mode, so I just recommend going freehand here. Alright guys, perfect. And yeah, the one thing I wanted to say, this episode's only gonna be, well, it's only gonna be a half hour, but it's actually pretty quick. This is a really easy level, although I did make several noob mistakes because it's been over 10 years since I played it, so that's to be expected, I would say. Alright guys, so far so good. We're getting this done perfectly. And let's just continue on here. All we have to do is just keep shooting away. Yeah, so it's really simple. It doesn't really take much skill here. You have to pretty much just spam the square button, the fire button. Alright, nice. Get all these orbs. And perfect. Okay, so I did die there. But I'm going to cut to the next section here. And now we have to destroy all these chargers to open the door. Alright guys, perfect. Yeah, so once I run out of this eco, I kind of got a little scared because I was only down to 1 hit point left, so I have to be careful here. Alright, so far so good. Now let's go in here. I think we have to go out here. Yeah, this is the right way. Okay. Yeah, so this is going to lead us basically to the next sage that we could free. Probably should have did a barrel roll there, that's okay. Alright, nice. Okay, so let's go and pick up the power cell. Beautiful, that never gets old.
You finally come to rescue. You know how long I've been in here? What took you so long? What are your names?
I'm Daxter. He's Jack. He's with me.
Good job, Daxter. You're a real hero. You've got to stop Gol from launching the robot. I'll use my eco power to help open the shield door.
Alright, that's 97. And we got the first sage saved. Now let's go and use this blue eco charging platform. We're going to go and head off to the next section, which I think is the blue sage, if I remember correctly. Alright, we got another Bridge of Doom, guys. Let's do this. Yeah, so I would say this level is super fun. It's one of my favorites in the game because of the complexity and the difficulty. It's just super amazing. I think Naughty Dog did an amazing job with this game series, this trilogy. And then the game that followed it was Jack X Combat Racing. That game was super fun. Oh my gosh, was that amazing. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, so we have to just continue on here. Oh geez. Yeah, at least I got the final orb though, that's all that mattered. Okay, nice. Alright guys, let's go and head off to the blue sage now. So this one's kinda, I would say this is the easiest one. All it really involves, as you can see to the right of me, there was a scout fly. I will be collecting that later on. All you have to do later on is just go on one of these top hovering platforms that's rotating on the top of the Citadel and just jump down. You could easily make it up there. Okay. Alright. Just inhaled some of my water. Now let's jump over here. This is so fun, guys. I love this. These mechanics are awesome. By the way, my what's it called? My next series that I'm going to be starting is it's either going to be Jack 2 or Minecraft, I believe. It just all depends, really. You know what, guys? I might just put a voting poll on my channel. Alright, let's go over here. Beautiful. And this is how you actually collect this last area here. You collect all these precursor orbs. Perfect. Okay, guys, now let's go and destroy this, get the power cell, and free this sage. Nice.
Who would have thought I'd live to see the day when I needed to be rescued by a boy and his muskrat? I'm gonna give Gol and Maia a little payback for this embarrassment. And we'll see about cooking up some muskrat stew.
Okay, guys, we got that power cell completed. And actually, towards the end of this episode, I had the hardest time finding the last precursor orbs that were hiding in this level. And it turns out they were at the top of the Citadel, so I'll show you how to get those later. I'm going to be cutting around a lot in this episode. We're almost completed, though. All we have left is the boss battle with Gol and Maia. I have to say, the boss battle really wasn't that difficult compared to previous games. Alright, sweet. So now let's go over here, guys. This is a little bit more challenging, the platforming in this part of the level. There's a bunch of rotating platforms, and if you guys have ever seen Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, it kind of reminds me of that for some reason. Alright, especially with this flame thing over here. Okay, sweet. There we go. So there, I keep getting hit by this flame. It's kind of hard to see the platform itself. And I will be making just a little cut in the episode here, just because I made a few failed attempts at trying to jump to the last area. There's also a blue eco vent over here. You want to make sure you get fully charged before you get to the end, because there's one of those precursor orb activated blue eco things. So, alright guys, let's go here. Jump over to this next platform. I can't believe how fast this year's going already. Jeez. It's already gonna be, well, it's already the beginning of May. May the 4th today. May the 4th be with you to all the Star Wars fans on my channel. I know I'm a super big fan of Star Wars. I've always been a major fan. There we go, we got that done. Here we go, guys. Enjoy the power cell cutscene coming here. Look at that. Awesome.
Good work, fellows. Old Samus was right about you. Great piles of precursor metal. That insidious mechanical creation must not be allowed to wreak its terrible havoc. I will try to actuate the shield door by eliciting a conduit of energy between myself and the vast portal below. Yeah. You do that. We'll, just go find more help. Weirdo!
Alright, guys. Yeah, guys, so there's those, the stairway to heaven, basically. Or the stairway to the end of the game. And, yeah, guys, so we're almost done with Gol and Maia's Citadel. All we have to do now is just make our way up these floating platforms here. And then here's another section where you have to hold R1 and press X at the appropriate time. It seems to be a little difficult for me today to do that, so let's go over here now. And once we jump up here, we're gonna go to another set of revolving platforms, which is actually the top of the Citadel itself, where that large precursor transformer was sitting earlier. And the cool thing about that thing that Gol and Maia are utilizing, it was located in the Spider Cave. So it's nice how they brought back a previous set from the level to this boss battle. It was a really cool character design. Alright, and now let's go over here. This is the part I was telling you about. I think these angle platforms are probably the most challenging to get up on top of, just because they're just so varied and stuff. And those three precursor orbs, they were actually behind me. I missed them for some reason. I have no idea why. I just wasn't thinking. I just wanted to complete the game already. Just defeat Gol and Maia and start Jak 2. But I will be posting a poll on my channel, so you guys can just let me know down there what you think I should start next. Alright, we got the final power cell here. Now we just have to go to the boss battle.
Good work,
The
boys.
green sage is free.
You're real heroes now. I'll combine my green eco power with the other 3 sages, and together we'll open the shield door surrounding the precursor robot.
Yeah, that sounds like a good start. And then after you guys open that shield, what are you gonna do about the robot?
Nothing, Daxter. We have to keep the shield open. It's up to you two to figure out how to destroy the robot.
Oh, great. I get to help the guy that turned me into a furball destroy the only person who can turn me back!
First, save the world. Then we'll try to convince Gol to help Daxter.
You're too late, sailors. Once I possess limitless dark ego, I will have the key to creation itself.
This is madness. Releasing that much dark eco will destroy everything we know. Just look what it's done to you.
It has given us a beauty beyond anything you could understand.
Beauty? Have you two looked in the mirror lately?
Just wait until we open the silos, little one. You think short and fuzzy is bad.
And to think, you two traveled all this way for Maia. Fools! Enjoy your front row seats to the recreation of the world!
Alright guys, so now they're going to go into the large mechanical creature.
Jak, take the elevator up and stop that robot.
There we go, so let's go into the elevator, but first let's go and get these final precursor orbs. There we go, 200 out of 200 on Gol and Maia Citadel. Now let's make our way up to the final boss battle here. Super simple. This boss battle, just like previous Naughty Dog and other platformers, it comes in, I think, 3 or 4 stages. Really simple, too. The first stage is easy. All you have to do is just shoot this eye. They're trying to basically crack open this precursor basin here. There we go. I think it's like a full of dark eco, if I remember correctly. They're gonna try to unleash all the chaos into the world. There we go, so let's shoot the eye first. And then once you complete each phase, you're gonna have to utilize the blue eco on the super mega jump. And just jump up and they're gonna throw a bomb on the platform and it explodes every time. So, really simple. I was kind of underwhelmed with this boss battle for some reason. It was always just super easy when I was a kid. And this is a game that I've completed several times. It's pretty easy, especially for beginners to platformers. It was a great addition to the PlayStation 2 family, that's for sure. Alright guys. Making great progress. Now let's shoot these beasts. And once I complete Gol and Maia, I will say thank you everyone so much for watching this series over the past few weeks. And stay tuned for our Let's Play of Jak 2. I'm super excited for that because, as you remember, I never completed that game 100% on my own. But I have watched videos on YouTube before, so I'm kind of familiar. There we go, guys. So there we go, guys. Perfect. Alright, let's go and do this. Yeah, so eventually it does get a little bit trickier here as these bombs and stuff go off. These bombs are probably one of the hardest parts in my opinion. There we go. Yeah, so now we just have to shoot this gun again. This boss battle is pretty similar to, it kind of reminds me of Dr. Nefarious in a way. Because Dr. Nefarious had these bombs that radiated out and would do some massive damage to your character. There we go, perfect. Yeah, there's a lot of parallels within Ratchet and Clank, or between Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter. There was a famous reviewer on YouTube, his name was GexUp. He was one of my favorites, but he doesn't make videos anymore, I believe. But he always did comparisons between the two companies, Insomniac and Naughty Dog. Maybe I should do a review series similar to that. That'd be cool. Or something different. Alright, so now let's go and avoid this photon blaster, whatever it is. So really, it's like a proton cannon. Okay, so let's do this. Just like that, and now you have to get this eco and just keep shooting the gun. Beautiful, just like that. Alright guys, we did it. Now I'm going to be quiet, and I hope you guys enjoyed this final cutscene coming up here. Thank you all so much for watching this series, and stay tuned for more content coming soon.
They must not be allowed to get it.
Light ego! That could be the stuff to change me back! Or it might stop that robot. Stay fuzzy, save the world. Choices. Okay, fine. We'll save the world. But do it quickly before I change my mind.
I'm gonna take it.
Do something!
Well, it looks like I may have been too hard on you boys. You do have what it takes to be heroes.
But Daxter, now we can't change you back.
Don't worry about me, baby. You know what they say. Big things come in small packages.
Jack, you have an incredible talent for channeling eco. Samos, you may have been right about this one after all.
And Kira, without your help and ingenuity, none of this would have been possible. Perhaps we've found another sage now that Gol and Maia are lost.
Yes, Gol and Maia. The Dark Eco probably destroyed them. Probably.
Ah, who cares? Bring 'em on! We can take 'em again, right, Jack? I said, right, Jack? Wow! Put it on ice, big guy!
Holy yakko! What could that be?
Wow! It's an ancient precursor door. It looks like it will only open if we fill all 100 holes with power cells.
We're heroes, remember? We have 100 power cells.
It's so beautiful.
By the